Combat is a very humbling thing. As a young kid, you think you're indestructible. You think nothing can ever happen to you. You think you're bulletproof. And the reality is, when you get into combat, you can't control everything and you are not bulletproof. My name is Jocko Willink. I was in the US Navy. I was actually a pretty rebellious kid. I always thought I knew everything. I just didn't like authority. When I got into the military, I still had that. I still had that thing in me that said, oh, I don't want to listen to someone else. I don't want to take orders from someone else. That's not a great attitude to have in the military. So what I did was, instead of rebelling and not doing what I was supposed to do, I tried to do what I was supposed to do before anyone else had the chance to even tell me. So for instance, I was a radio man in my first SEAL platoon. So when my boss would come down and say, hey Jocko, you gotta get the radios ready, I'd look at him and say, I already got them ready, they're good. And so instead of using my rebellious in a negative way, I tried to become rebellious in a positive way. What's even more rebellious than saying I don't care is to say, look, I'm already winning. How you like that? Well, I always say that leadership is the most important thing on the battlefield. The most important characteristic for a leader to have is humility. And sometimes that's surprising to people because they think a leader has to be bold and a leader has to be confident. Well, the problem with someone that's overly bold or overly confident is they stop listening to other people. And when you stop listening to other people, you don't change what you're doing. You'll stick with your plan. When your plan starts to go sideways and go wrong, you don't correct it. And the minute you lack humility is the minute that you stop training as hard, you start cutting corners. And when you cut corners and you don't train and you don't prepare, that's when you get caught. That mantra, if not me, then who? That means everything. There's a lot of people that go through life and they don't take responsibility for problems. They don't take responsibility for mistakes. What if everyone did that? What if everyone sat around and waited for someone else to do the hard work? The world would be a horrible place. You can sit around and wait for other people to do things for your community or for your family, or you can step up and actually do them yourself. So go do it.